All right, welcome back. This is my story of how I survived brain surgery. This is probably going to be the wrap up of it, unless people have questions or want me to talk more about another aspect of the experience that I didn't touch on. But overall, this has been the most transformative experience that I've ever had. I could not be more grateful for it. And I know that might come off a little weird, that I'm grateful I had a brain tumor, but there have been things that have happened to me, especially spiritually. It's very personal, so I'm not going to go into the details of it, but there have been some spiritual experiences that have happened that I pretty much know would not have happened if I didn't go through this experience. Not to say it couldn't have happened in a different way at some point down the line, but I'm happy they happened here and now. So I couldn't imagine my life not having gone through this. Again, I'm an open book when it comes to talking about it, any questions you may have. And it's just, now I have a absolutely beautiful life, and this happened at the right point in my life. Again, I was 33 when I got diagnosed. I was 34 when I had surgery, and now I'm 35. This happened at the perfect time. This had happened 5 years ago, 10 years ago. It would have been a lot more difficult because of the mental space that I was in my younger years. So I'm grateful it happened at this stage in my life. I'm grateful for the learning experiences. I learned some things that I never would have imagined in, going into this. One being interpersonal relationships. Some people may react positively to your experience. Some people may react in a way that's unexpected and, may hurt your feelings or, something like that. So it's been life-changing. It's been transformative. It's been hard. It's been scary, all of the above. But I would not change it for the world. Would I go through it again, or would I want to go through it again? Absolutely not. One is enough, one and done. But, I look at this as, and it took a long time for me to get to this place, but I view it as this was an opportunity that was given to me. And I had to decide how I wanted to utilize, so to speak, this opportunity. And I went through my ups and downs. I went through the whole questioning, why me? That was really hard in the beginning because I've always been healthy. I've always taken care of myself. I was an athlete. I ate well, the whole thing. So I'm like, how is this happening to me? Why is this not happening to somebody who doesn't take care of themselves and who just is reckless and all of that? But one of my cousins actually told me, he said, this is not happening to you. This is happening for you. And it was so simple when he said it. And this is a cousin I really, look up to and everything. And I was just like, you're absolutely right. This happened for me. I would argue that I needed to go through this to get to the woman that I am now. Because when I tell you, I am a completely different woman than I was prior to this. And not that I was, doing anything reckless or crazy or anything like that, but very different woman. And I love the place that I'm in. I love the places that I'm going. I'm grateful. I'm very happy. I'm very content. Again, I'm still in therapy. I'm still working through some things. I'm not perfect, obviously. And, I go through my stuff just like everybody else. But now I have even more confidence that I know this is not it for me in terms of, difficult situations. Because I remember I had somebody ask me one time, do I feel invincible going through this and surviving it and all of that? And I said, absolutely not. If anything, I feel not the opposite, but I know intimately that I am not going to live forever. I know that my time is going to come to an end at some point, and not to bring the whole, mood down, but I live very intentionally now because, again, I know that I have a limited time here. I don't know when my time is going to come. So I don't feel invincible. I don't fear death, but it's hard to describe how I feel about that. Maybe I'll come up with the words at some point, but I'm just like I live in a constant state of gratitude. That's probably the best way that I can describe it. So yes, I very much enjoy my life. I enjoy the people in it. I'm intentional about what I do, who I invite into my space, and just happy that this all happened. So if anybody has any questions, comments, anything about that, you want me to touch on a different aspect of the process that I didn't talk about, feel free to leave a comment, and if it's easy, I'll just, write a comment back. If it's a little more in depth where I'm like, oh, I should have talked about this a little more, then I'll make a video about it. But yeah, that was my experience having a pituitary adenoma and subsequent pituitary surgery. So thank you for being here.